Hello, welcome back to Administrative Law course, and in this section we will continue the discussion about administrative court. Particularly, we will discuss about the administrative court system. In this session, I will try to explain you about the legal procedures step by step that someone or a party, especially the plaintiff, have to follow when the one want to settle the case he or she faced regarding the administrative legal issue. This diagram shows you the system of legal procedure in settling administrative legal issue. I quote this diagram from the lecture presentation of Mrs. Nurmayani from Lampung University. From this diagram, take a look at the bottom part of the diagram. So the legal case in administrative court is started when there is an individual or a private legal entity, badan hukum perdata, who feel disadvantaged caused by the issuance of the decree of the administrative body or government officer, which has been explained as well at the previous part. So this the individual or the private legal entity disagree with the decree or the decision of the pejabat tun or badan tun, the government body or the government officer. So what the individual or the private legal entity has to do is to search the related regulation about the case they are facing. After reading the related regulation, they could follow several options. In administrative law, we recognize administrative effort. Administrative effort, in Indonesia we call it upaya administrasi. Administrative effort is an effort that has to be followed by an individual or private legal entity who feel disadvantaged caused by the issuance of the KTUN or the government body decree or the government officer decree. So they cannot just directly submit a lawsuit if the related regulation mandates them to follow the administrative effort first. So you cannot directly submit a lawsuit if the related regulations say you have to follow the administrative effort. So you have to follow the administrative effort, and if your administrative effort is failed, then you can go directly to the court. There are two kinds of administrative effort or upaya administrasi. The first one is keberatan or objection. Keberatan or objection is an administrative effort that followed by doing or submitting an objection to the party or the institution or the officer who issued the decree. Back to the case, let's say that I am an employee of a government body or institution, and then the head of the institution, let's say the mayor or the governor or maybe the director, the general director of the institution, issue a decree, and the point of the decree is to dismiss me from my position, is to terminate me or to fire me. So I have to follow the administrative effort first, which is keberatan. So I have to submit a complaint, an objection to the one who issued the decree. In this case, for example, the decree is issued by the mayor, so I submit my letter of objection to the mayor. So I will wait what the mayor said. If the mayor accepts my objection, then the case finished. But what if the mayor reject my objection? Then the law said there is another administrative effort called administrative appeal or banding administratif. Administrative appeal here is an administrative effort that conducted by submitting an appeal to the institution that higher than the institution or the officer that issued the decree. Let's say that I am a lecturer and then I'm terminated from my position based on the decree of the rector. So I will follow the administrative appeal if I submit an appeal to the institution higher than the rector and the university. In this case is the Directorate of Education, for example, or higher education. So keberatan is submitted to the institution or the officer who issue the decree. Banding administratif or administration appeal is submitted to the higher institution, higher than the institution that issued the decree. So how do I know whether I should follow keberatan or banding administratif? So the existence of keberatan and banding administratif is sometimes optional. Sometimes you have to follow them, but sometimes you don't have to follow them. So how do I know whether I have to follow or not? The law said, the system said that you have to read the related regulation. So if the case is related to the land, let's say that you are disagree with the decision of Badan Pertanahan Nasional because they issued a certificate of a land for someone, and you consider that the land is actually yours, so you disagree with the certificate, you want to fight the certificate. So to know what you should do, you have to read the regulation related to that case. In this case, maybe you can read the law of Indonesian agrarian law. So try to find what the law said. If the law say before submitting a lawsuit you have to do keberatan first or objection, so you have to follow keberatan first. So here you can see from the first box to the other box. So individual or Badan Hukum Perdata, that's one box. So you can follow the line there that the individual or Badan Hukum Perdata can do keberatan if the related law mandates you to do keberatan before you submit a lawsuit. So in understanding administrative law, it's not enough only by reading Undang-Undang PTUN, but you have to read also the other regulation related to your case. Back to my case, let's say I am a civil servant and then I am fired from a position. So what should I do first? Can I just go directly to the court? So I have to read the regulation about civil servant law, and I have to find out the regulation there whether I should do keberatan or not. So sometimes the related laws say you have to do keberatan first, And then if your keberatan is rejected, you have to do the banding administratif. So here you can see the diagram, individual to keberatan. If the keberatan is rejected, so you continue to the administrative appeal, the right side. Okay, the right side. Well, this is my mistake, that actually there is one line missing here. Well, actually sometimes the law said you can go directly to banding administrative, but it's missing here. It's my bad, sorry. So the individual can also directly go to the banding administrative without following keberatan. So it depends on what the regulation said. Sometimes the regulations say you have to do keberatan first and then banding administrative, but sometimes the related regulations say you don't have to do keberatan, but you can directly go to banding administrative. So you don't submit a complaint to the institution or the officer who issued the decree, but you can go directly submit your objection to the higher decree of the institution that issued the decree. So that is the situation here.